Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Commission. We are now in the public session. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Michael Agello. I'm the acting chair of the State Elections Enforcement Commission, and I'd like to welcome you all to today's meeting. This meeting is being conducted virtually in accordance with the Freedom of Information Act, which authorizes public agencies to conduct meetings in this format. This meeting is being recorded for on-demand viewing and will be available for at least 45 days. Because of the virtual format of this meeting, there are some special rules and procedures that I need to cover before we begin. First, I ask all participants to mute your device when you are not speaking. Second, all speakers must make a good faith effort to state the speaker's name and title at the outset of each occasion that such speaker participates in the meeting. Third, all votes must be taken by roll call unless the vote is unanimous. I'll allow this opportunity for all of the commissioners to introduce themselves with also the director.
Greg Pietzu, Commissioner.
Sonia Borrell, Authority Commissioner.
Cornelius McCarthy, Commissioner.
And Commissioner Penny for good measure.
There you go.
Steve Penny, former commissioner.
And Ryan Burns, Executive Director and General Counsel.
Okay, for the record, we have a quorum of the commission present. I would like to note that we are adding 2 grant recommendations to Section B of today's agenda. B4, Godfrey 26, Bob Godfrey, and B5, Linda Pierce for District 30, Linda M. Pierce. We are also going to move an item from the executive session to the public session, which is file number 2021-138 in the matter for a referral by the Campaign Audit Disclosure Unit of SEEC. We're also going to move the administrative report section of the agenda up above the approval of minutes, which would take it to, I believe, now. So with that, Ryan, did you want to start with the administrative reports?
I believe before that, just a vote to amend the agenda as recommended.
Yeah. Move to vote to recommend the agenda. Do we have a motion?
Move
So
Pietzu.
moved. Second, Authority.
All those in favor, say aye. Raise your hand. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Any abstentions? Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, Commissioner. So obviously some major events at the Commission this week, not the least of which is we have a new commissioner with us today. I'd like to welcome Commissioner Cornelius McCarthy. Commissioner McCarthy is an experienced trial and appellate litigator, graduate of Dartmouth College and Yale Law School. Commissioner McCarthy brings a wealth of private practice, government, and academic experience with him to the Commission, and we look forward to working with him. For anyone that would like to take a brief moment, Commissioner McCarthy, if you'd like to address the Commission.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be here. Don't have anything to say at this point. Look forward to working with all of you, and I'm glad to be on board. Thank you.
Thank you. And while we are very excited to have Commissioner McCarthy with us, this does unfortunately mean that the Commission is losing its longtime chair, Stephen Penny. I want to thank Chairman Penny for his longtime work. Commissioner Penny joined the Commission in August of 2013 and has served as its chair since late 2019. In his time as chair, Commissioner Penny has led the Commission through a global pandemic, 7 CEP grant cycles, major litigation and enforcement matters, and an extended executive leadership transition. Throughout his service, Commissioner Penny has upheld the highest ideals of the agency and public service with grace and compassion. On a personal note, as a new executive director, I could not have asked for a better partner and leader, and I look forward to continuing our communications long after his service. If we will have a more formal event later in the spring or later in the fall to recognize Commissioner Penny, but I do open the floor now for anyone that would like to say a few words.
I would like to say that I think I've served with Commissioner Penny about the same period of time. We were both appointed, I think, Steve, at the same time. It has been a sheer privilege to serve with you on this commission. You are an excellent person. You were the leader that this commission needed, and you did an excellent job. You were always there, hardly ever missed a meeting, which is great because none of us had to really do anything after that, which is why we don't know how to run the meeting now. But we will miss you. And the thing I'll value the most is obviously the friendship that we've developed over the past 13 years. That is not going to end with this commission.
Mr. Vice Chair,
Yep.
this is Greg. So I want to echo all those comments. I don't have the tenure that you do with Commissioner Penny, but he has been an invaluable leader to the commission. I just want to echo those remarks. And if I may, just so that the record is clear on our minutes, I would like to move that the commission adopt a resolution offering its sincere gratitude to Chairman Penny for his service to the commission over these many, many years. I think it makes sense for us to formally adopt that resolution, so I would move it.
I would second that. Commissioner, sorry, I also would like to make some comments as well. And I do apologize, I'm under the weather. I would just want to thank you for your leadership, Commissioner Chair Penny, or former Chair Penny. As I started here, it was an interesting start, as you all know, and your leadership has been tremendous. We've had an interesting 2 years, to say the least, and it has been definitely, while some challenges at the time, I think you have made it amicable at all times. You've been extremely charitable in your time and your efforts to ensure that the commission run appropriately. And I just want to thank you for your leadership and for bringing me aboard and making me feel welcome. And it will be truly missed.
Thank you.
Well, with respect to Commissioner Pietzu's motion, I guess we have that seconded. All those in favor, raise your hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes unanimously as it should.
Unless Commissioner Penny wanted to share a few words.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. So I thank you and others who have already spoken for your kind words. But I would suggest that the bouquets are moving in the wrong direction. I've been impressed for a very long time with the people who work here. They are serious, well-trained, and hardworking professionals who know that the work they are doing is important to our increasingly challenged democracy. I've been on this commission long enough to have experienced both the difficult times when the budget assigned to the agency was less than adequate and attitudes were bad, to the current time of strong financial support. I also want to thank my fellow commissioners who have made it a pleasure to be here, particularly during the challenging process of selecting a new executive director, though I'm sure that more interesting was a predecessor commission's selection of a retiring mayor not of the same political party as the legislative majority, only to be invited across the street and informed that if they proceeded, there would be no money to operate the agency. So thanks again for the kind words. I'm impressed with the experience and knowledge of newly appointed Commissioner Neil McCarthy, and I'm confident of a bright future for the agency. So with that, I am happy to depart and wish everyone the best.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you very much. And I can proceed with more mundane matters if it pleases the commission.
Absolutely.
Just a brief update on litigation. There was the Santinella v. Jerez matter. A new primary has been scheduled for September 1st. Our compliance and CEP teams have been working together on communicating out the CEP implications of this new primary. So far, everything appears to be running smoothly there. Our enforcement docket is currently 167 cases, which is significantly down, and that's due in large part to the strong work of both our enforcement attorneys and our legal investigators. There are 37 of those cases are on hold due to collaboration with our law enforcement partners. 36 are non-filer matters, and 99 are active complaints, referrals, or other SEEC-initiated matters. On the CEP side, we have awarded 198 grants to date. 21 applications are on the agenda for today, and there's 19 pending applications. This is our busiest week of our whole 4-year cycle right now, as August 24th is the deadline by which all applications must be in or receive a reduced grant. So over the next 2 weeks, I would expect our commission meetings to include a larger than normal number of grants for consideration by the commission. This is going to be a very heavy workload for our elections officers, compliance attorneys, and our audit staff, in addition to the kind of trickle down effect on our IT and fiscal teams. So I appreciate all the hard work and the teamwork that they've shown so far, and I appreciate that we are near the end of the tunnel, but not quite there yet. So with that, I'm happy to take any questions at this time.
Hearing no questions for the director, we're going to move to approve the minutes. We have approval of the minutes of the meeting of August 5th, 2026. And just for continuity, Greg, if you could continue to make the motion. Sonia, if it's okay for you to second, that would be great moving forward. Do we have any questions or comments regarding the minutes of the meetings for August 5th, 2026?
Move adoption.
Hearing no.
Pietzu.
What do you got, Greg?
I'll move adoption of the minutes.
Okay. Sonia?
Commissioner, sorry, I believe you're on mute.
Neil, you want to second these? Second from Attorney McCarthy. All those in favor, raise your hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Sorry,
Any
I do
abstention?
need to record Commissioner Asari's vote. Commissioner Asari, are you able to join us for this?
Okay.
Shall we table and move on? I'll be to a computer in about 5 minutes, by the way.
Nothing. Everything we do from here on out requires successive votes. So I think either we can try to work through this issue with Commissioner Asari, or consider her not present and still have a quorum.
Can we pass these minutes for now, move on, and then maybe Sherry Lynn, if you could try to reach out to Commissioner Asari via email or phone, see if she's disappeared. If you could see if she's available or not, that would be great.
Doing that now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So with that, I believe we would move into executive session. Do we have a motion to move into executive session?
Move Pietzu.
Asari.
With second, all those in favor, raise your hand, say aye. Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Any abstentions? 3 in favor, that passes. Irene, can you move us into executive session?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, one moment, please. Mr. Chairman, we are now in the public session. Thank you.
Thank you. We are back on the record for the State of Connecticut Elections Enforcement Commission. What we're going to do first is we are going to have our new commissioner, Cornelius McCarthy, sworn in. Attorney Charney, can you help us with that?
Yes, Acting Chairman. Cornelius, raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, so long as you continue a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, the duties of the office of State Elections and Enforcement Commissioner to the best of your abilities. So help you God, upon penalty of perjury.
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, officially welcome aboard, Commissioner McCarthy.
Thank you.
We would now, we're going to go back to what is now section 3, approval of the minutes. We're going to reconsider approval of the minutes from the meeting of August 5th of 2026. If there are no questions, do we have a motion to approve those minutes?
So move Pietzu.
Thank you, Asari.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, any abstentions? Okay, we have one abstention and 3 in favor. Also for the minutes of the meeting for August 12th of 2026, if there are no comments, do we have a motion to approve those minutes?
Move Pietzu.
Sorry.
Moved and seconded. No questions. Do we have all those in favor? Raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I abstain.
One abstention. Now we are going to go back down to section 5, consideration of applications for public grants, Citizens Election Fund. Do we have Director Munir?
Thank you, Chairman and Commissioners. For the record, Salman Munir, Director of Audit and Disclosure. Item number 1 is Demico 2026, Michael V. Demico, House District 21. Committee reported 178 in total number of contributions, 9,420 in total dollars amount of contributions. Committee has 167 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 8,720 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold, recommended for the grant approval.
Okay. Do we have a motion to approve this grant?
Move Pietzu.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Any abstentions? Grant is approved.
Item number 2 is Knickerbroker 26, Matthew Knickerbroker, Senate District 32. Committee reported 486 in total number of contributions, 21,478 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 371 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 20,420 and 88 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold, recommended for the grant approval.
Do we have a motion to approve Knickerbocker 26, Matthew Knickerbocker, Senate?
Move Pietzu.
Sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? That is approved.
Item number 3 is Bob Ford, the 48th, Robert C. Fernandez, DC, House District 48. Committee reported 213 in total number of contributions, 7,290 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 143 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 6,610 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee hasn't met the threshold at this point and recommended to be continued.
Do we have a motion to continue Bob for the 48th, Robert Fernandez?
Move Pietzu.
Sorry.
Moved and seconded. Do we have a motion for continuance? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? That is continued.
Item number 4 is Brian Lazzatti for Shelton, Brian Lazzatti, House District 113. Committee reported 201 in total number of contributions, 7,386 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 159 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 6,866 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold, recommended for the grant approval.
Do we have a motion to approve Brian Lazat for Shelton?
Move Pietzu.
Sorry.
All those in favor, raise your right hand, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant is approved 4-0.
Item number 5 is Gucker for CT, Kenneth M. Gucker, House District 138. Committee reported 175 in total number of contributions, 7,135 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 155 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 6,985 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold, recommended for the grant approval.
Do we have a motion to approve
Move
Guck Ford,
Pietzu.
Kenneth Gucker? Thank you.
Sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Any abstentions? Grant's approved 4-0.
Item number 6, Joe for the 78th, 2026, Joe Hoxa, House District 78. Committee reported 212 in total number of contributions, 7,416 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 150 in total number of qualified in-district contributions and 6,701 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
We have a motion to approve Joe for the 78th, 2026. Joe Hoxa.
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant is approved 4-0.
Item number 7 is Osborne 2026, Melissa E. Osborne, House District 16. Committee reported 185 in total number of contributions, 9,110 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 159 in total number of qualified in-district contributions and 8,715 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
We have a motion to approve Osborne 2026, Melissa Osborne.
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Mm.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant is approved 4-0.
Item number 8, re-elect Greg Howard 2026. Gregory S. Howard, House District 43. Committee reported 203 in total number of contributions, 8,060 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 163 in total number of qualified in-district contributions and 7,825 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
Do we have a motion to approve re-elect Greg Howard 2026, Gregory Howard, House?
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant's approved 4-0.
Item number 9, Amy B.G. 2026. Amy Berger Gervallo, House District 111. Committee reported 176 in total number of contributions, 8,525 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 153 in total number of qualified in-district contributions and 8,085 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
We have a motion to approve Amy BG 2026, Amy Berger Garavalo.
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant's approved 4-0.
Item number 10, Biggins 2026, Patrick R. Biggins, House District 11. Committee reported 223 in total number of contributions, 7,290 and 32 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 167 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 6,732 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
Do we have a motion to approve Biggins 2026, Patrick Biggins House 11?
Move Pietzu.
Sonia, you're muted.
Sorry, second, sorry.
That's okay. Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant is approved 4-0.
Item number 11 is Catlin for 63rd, Catlin R. Hall, House District 63. Committee reported 213 in total number of contributions, 7,922 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 167 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 7,742 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
We have a motion to approve Caitlin for the 63rd, Caitlin Hall.
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant is approved.
Item number 12 is Cheryl Hilton for the 80th. Cheryl D. Hilton, House District 80. Committee reported 212 in total number of contributions, 7,215 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 150 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 6,916 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold, recommended for the grant approval.
We have a motion to approve Cheryl Hilton for the 80th Cheryl Hilton House.
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Moving seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstention? Grant is approved 4-0.
Item number 13, Lot 2026, Terrence Lot, House District 73. Committee reported 218 in total number of contributions, 7,220 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 166 in total number of qualified end district contributions and 6,815 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee met the threshold, recommended for the grant approval.
We have a motion to approve Lot 2026 Terrence Lot House.
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Moving seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? That grant is approved 4-0. However,
Sorry.
I believe that there is another motion that we are going to take up with respect to the lot application. Mr. Director, who's going to be making that motion?
I believe Commissioner
You're
Pietzi was about to speak up.
Yeah, let me pull up the language of it. I'm very sorry for the delay.
I couldn't find it either.
I have a motion to make with regard to this matter lot 2026. The motion is as follows. Pursuant to General Statutes 9-7B subsection A, the Commission moves on its own initiative to initiate an investigation into possible violations of Chapter 155, including but not limited to Section 9-622 subsection 7 and subsection 10, and the requirements of Chapter 157 of the General Statutes concerning the conflicting contributor certification information submitted on behalf of Lot 2026 in its application for a grant under the Citizens Election Program.
So we have a second to Commissioner Pietzo's motion.
Second, Steiner, sorry. Commissioner, sorry.
All those in favor of the motion, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Commissioner Pietzo's motion is moved 4-0. Thank you.
Item number 14 is Friends of John Michael, John M. Parker, House District 101. Committee reported 169 in total number of contributions, 7,685 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 145 in total number of qualified in district contributions and 7,230 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee hasn't met the threshold at this point and recommended to be continued.
Do we have a motion to continue the Friends of John Michael, John M. Parker?
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? That grant will be continued.
Item number 15 is Gifford for Connecticut, William R. Gifford, House District 8. Committee reported 217 in total number of contributions, 7,955 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 173 in total number of qualified end district contributions and 7,325 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold, recommended for the grant approval.
We have a motion to approve Gifford for Connecticut, William R. Gifford.
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
We seconded. All those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant is approved 4-0.
Item number 16 is Lisa Myro for the 133rd. Lisa Myro, House District 133. Committee reported 239 in total number of contributions, 7,845 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 181 in total number of qualified end district contributions and 7,710 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold, recommended for the grant approval.
We have a motion to approve Lisa Miro for the 133rd Lisa Miro House.
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant is approved 4-0.
Item number 17, Sanchez for 2026, James B. Sanchez, House District 6. Committee reported 205 in total number of contributions, 7,925 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 171 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 6,865 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
All those in favor of approval for Sanchez 2026, James B. Sanchez, motion?
Move Pietza.
Second is sorry.
Moving seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant is approved 4-0.
So item number, it's on section B. Item number 1 is Rojas 2026, Jason Rojas, House District 9. Committee reported 217 in total number of contributions, 7,644 and 32 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 168 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 7,404 and 32 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
We have a motion to approve Rojas 2026, Jason Rojas.
Move Pietza.
Second is sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant is approved 4-0.
Item number 2 is Corey for Torrington, Edward Corey, House District 65. Committee reported 208 in total number of contributions, 7,056 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 153 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 6,791 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
Do we have a motion to approve Corey for Torrington, Edward Corey?
Move Pietza.
Second is sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Grant is approved 4-0.
Item number 3 is Anchorman for State Rep. Chantel D. Anchorman, House District 60. Committee reported 198 in total number of contributions, 7,340 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 150 total number of qualified and district contributions and 7,085 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
Do we have a motion to approve Anchorman for Senate Rep Chantel Anchorman?
Move Pietza.
Second is sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant's approved 4-0.
Item number 4 is Godfrey 26. Bob Godfrey, House District 110. Committee reported 176 in total number of contributions, 8,010 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 152 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 7,850 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
Do we have a motion to approve Godfrey 26, Bob Godfrey?
Move Pietza.
Second is sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant's approved 4-0.
Item number 5 is Linda Pierce for District 30. Linda M. Pierce, House District 30. Committee reported 228 in total number of contributions, 7,559 and 52 in total dollar amount of contributions. Committee has 152 in total number of qualified and district contributions and 7,449 in total dollar amount of qualified contributions. Committee has met the threshold recommended for the grant approval.
We have a motion to approve Linda Pierce for District 30, Linda M. Pierce.
Move Pietza.
Second is sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Grant's approved 4-0. Thank you, Director Munir. I believe that we are now going to go into executive session.
Public session to consider matter 2021-138.
Well, we're in public session, right?
Correct.
All right, so let's go
Attorney
to
Ross.
Yes, Johnny Ross.
Thank you, Commissioners. Staff Attorney Johnny Ross for the record. This matter, SEEC file 2021-138 is before the Commission and arises out of a referral that alleged that Alan Shaw, as treasurer of the Wilhelm for Rep committee, failed to file a financial disclosure statement known as a termination filing on or before April 7, 2021. At the July 15, 2026 meeting of the Commission adopted a stipulated agreement. That agreement ordered the respondent to pay $200 late filing fee for 2 late filings, a $400 civil penalty for a violation of General Statutes 9-608. Moreover, under the terms of the agreement, the Commission may demand an additional $600 civil penalty if the respondent failed to file all the delinquent filings for the committee on or before July 13, 2026. Again, at that July 15, 2026 meeting, the Commission was informed that the respondent had not made those delinquent filings by the date set in the stipulated agreement. The Commission gave the respondent until today to file those delinquent filings. Thus, this matters before the Commission for an update on whether or not the respondent has complied with the terms of the agreement. I can report to the Commission that the respondent has not made that $200 late filing fee payment or the $400 civil penalty payment that is due under the terms of the stipulated agreement, nor as of a check from today. I checked it today. The delinquent filings have not been made. Council was, as far as I know, council is not present for today's meeting. Council was informed by me of these proceedings today. I also worked with our our manager of IT to make sure that counsel for the respondent was provided with the link for today's meeting. Counsel is again not present. I can let the Commission know that I was informed that apparently some message was sent to former Commissioner Penny, but the state has not received that, whatever information that was sent to Penny, nor has the clerk received that information about today's meeting. So again, out of my duty of candor, I'll let the Commission as a whole know that. But again, the state hasn't received whatever that message is. Again, I will also note for the record that counsel for the respondent was present at the July 15, 2026 meeting of the Commission. Thus, it is the recommendation of counsel that the Commission issue a demand letter for the $1,200 for a payment in the amount of $1,200, which would include that additional $600 civil penalty. Further, it is the advice of counsel that the letter should contain a written warning about the Commission's ability to take further action, such as referring this matter to the Office of the Attorney General for consultation on collection of civil penalties and enforcement of the terms of the consent order in the Superior Court pursuant to General Statute Section 9-7B(a)(2) and 9-7B(a)(7). Thus, to effectuate this, counsel has drafted a motion. I'll read the motion into the record and ask the Commission to adopt the motion. The motion is as follows: as it relates to SEEC file 2021-138, pursuant to the terms of the stipulated settlement agreement adopted by the Commission on July 15, 2016, the Commission moves to authorize counsel to issue a letter demanding payment of the $200 late filing fee for 2 late filings, payment of the $400 civil penalty for a violation of General Statutes 9-608, and payment of the additional $600 in civil penalties for respondent Alan Shaw failure to file all the delinquent filings for the Wilhelm for Rep Candidate Committee with the Commission on or before July 13, 2016, and said letter shall contain notice of the Commission's ability to take further action, such as referring this matter to the Office of the Attorney General pursuant to General Statutes 9-7B(a)(7). So that is the motion. I'll ask the Commission adopt that and authorize me to issue that demand letter. Thank you.
Are there any questions for Johnny Ross? I have a quick question, Johnny, just to kind of refresh my recollection on this. This was a settlement that was entered into with this party, correct?
Yes.
And the settlement is we somewhat have compromised what we could have fully received at a contested hearing for the purpose of getting into a settlement to kind of save on resources and time. We got into an agreement, right? Correct?
Yes.
And now we have a party that did not meet their obligations under our settlement agreement.
Yes.
Was there any provision for an additional penalty if this stipulation was not complied with, versus do we also have the opportunity to set it down for a contested hearing? And is there any benefit to that?
No, so the stipulated agreement settles the matter. The commission had adopted the stipulated agreement. The stipulated agreement contains an additional penalty of $600 if the respondent failed to make the filings by according to the agreement, it was July 13, 2026. And so the mechanism for demanding that additional $600 payment is sending a letter.
Okay.
That's how it's written into the into the stipulated agreement. Again, the commission, there's nothing that says the commission actually has to demand the $600 payment. So what the commission did at the last meeting was gave the respondent additional time till today to make the filings before considering whether or not to make that additional demand. It is my advice as counsel to you to not only do you demand the additional $600 payment, you demand everything that's due to the commission that has not been paid, and then you give them warning that, hey, we can take additional action, which would be referring this to the Office of the Attorney General for a consultation on collection of civil penalties and enforcement of the terms in the Superior Court if that's what the AG's office so choose to do, if necessary, to collect the payment.
Okay. Thank you, Johnny. And that's a motion that you would make to
Yes.
send that letter out?
Yeah, so I read the motion. All you have to do is to adopt the motion. It effectuates it, and then I can take the action on behalf of the commission. And again, this just creates a very clean record of what the commission wanted, and then that action will be followed up with the letter. Again, if we have to go the route of the AG's office, they'll have a motion, they'll have the letter, and they can take it from there.
And just as some sort of a technicality, did we give them until the end of business today to comply with all these things, or was the deadline actually yesterday?
It was at the commission meeting. He was told on the record at the commission meeting, we will consider whether or not you've complied with the terms of the condition. Again, counsel for the respondent was present at that July 15th meeting. I did send an email to counsel informing him of what would happen today. So again, counsel had notice. Counsel was provided the link to today's meeting. Again, I was informed today that somehow some message was sent to former commissioner. I haven't seen that message. I don't know what that message contains. So I have a duty of candor to the tribunal, so I'll let you know that part to it.
So
Mr. Jello, if I may, I am looking at that now. It is a invitation to access an AI report of today's meeting. I believe there likely is some sort of AI bot that is monitoring this meeting, creating a report, but this does not appear to be a request for excusal or continuance from Attorney Bolton.
Right. So I guess my question is more of like, would they be considered in compliance if they file everything today by 5 o'clock and pay a fine?
Commissioner Jello, no. The request at the last meeting was for Attorney Bolton and Attorney Ross to return and report to the commission at the meeting as to compliance with the already outstanding filings. So they're already many days late in compliance. You, as a commission, elected not to begin the enforcement process, but would take up that consideration today. So you need not wait till the end of the day to take up that matter.
Okay.
I'm happy to make the motion.
Thank you.
Pietsu.
Move Pietsu.
Second, sorry.
Second, Sonia. We have a motion and second, and all those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion is granted. Thank you,
Thank you.
Attorney Ross. I believe that is the only matter that we had on for this public session. So would we have a motion to go into executive session?
Move Pietzu.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? We're going to move into executive session. Irene, can you let us know when we are off the record?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, one moment, please. Mr. Chairman, we are now in the public session. Thank
you, Irene. We're back in public session. No actions were taken while we were in executive session. We go back to number one, recommendations of counsel necessary to investigate determination. Will?
Thank you, Commissioner Jello. For the record, Attorney William Smith, Director of Enforcement. At this time, per the statutes, commissioners have been provided copies of complaints docketed by staff, and I'm asking at this time that the commission find on the record that it's necessary to further investigate files number 2026-087, 2026-088, and 2026-089.
Thank you, Will. Do we have a motion to that effect?
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion's passed 4-0.
Thank you. For the following case, which is in the matter of a complaint by Mark S. Greenstein, Vernon, file number 2026-090. I'm asking at this time that the commission find that it is not necessary to further investigate file number 2026-090.
Do we have a motion? Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Second, sorry. All those in favor, raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion's approved 4-0. Thank you, Will. Litigation update was provided in executive session. The next matter, which is 2024-166, is being continued. Next matter is a complaint by Angel Hubbard in New Haven, 2025-108. Zach, Attorney Jazlowicki.
Thank you, Commissioner. Attorney Zach Jazlowicki for the commission. This is file number 2025-108. The complainant, a Ward 3 Alder candidate at the 2025 municipal election in New Haven, alleged that her opponent and her husband offered homeless people food in exchange for their vote and also improperly handled absentee ballots of Ward 3 electors. An investigation into the matter did not establish evidence to substantiate any of the described allegations. And based on this investigation, council recommends the commission adopt a notice of dismissal closing this matter.
Do we have a motion regarding 2025-108 to move to dismiss it?
Move Pietzu.
Second, sorry.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Approved 4-0. Zach, I believe you have the next one also.
I do.
2026-10.
Correct. Thank you, Commissioner. 2026-010, this referral from the Greenwich Registrar of Voters alleges that respondent David Bubar voted twice in the November 2024 general election, once in Connecticut via absentee ballot and also in person in Oregon. The investigation found evidence that supported this allegation. Through counsel, respondent stated that he applied for an absentee ballot in Connecticut, believing that his military service constraints would not allow him to vote in person in Oregon during the 2024 election. He asked his mother, a resident of Greenwich, to submit his completed absentee ballot to a Greenwich town clerk unless he instructed her differently. Respondent states he ultimately was able to vote in person in Oregon and that he neglected to instruct his mother to withhold his ballot in Connecticut. This resulted in the respondent voting twice at the November 2024 general election. Based on these findings, respondent has signed an agreement containing a consent order agreeing to refrain from improperly voting in any election as delineated by General Statutes 9-7B(a)(2) and has agreed to pay a civil penalty in the amount of $750. We'd ask the commission to adopt the executed agreement that is before you.
Have a motion to that effect?
Motion to adopt, Pietzu.
Pietzu.
Second, Asari.
Second, Asari. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes 4-0. Next matter was dealt with in public session, which was 2021-138. The next one, number 7, is continued. The next one is number 8, matter of complaint, Rosalita, 2026-027. Attorney Borelli.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner. For the record, Attorney Mario Borelli for the Commission. This matter, in the matter of a complaint by Rosaletta Portland, file number 2026-027, was brought by Ms. Aletta, a resident of the town of Portland, alleging that a political committee, the Friends of Portland Schools, which was formed to support a 2026 school budget referendum for the town of Portland, had violated statutes 9-608 and 9-621 by failing to report expenditures and failing to provide proper attribution on communications that the complainant received. These were in the nature of a trifold informational pamphlet as well as a flyer that was an insert in the local periodical, which related to the school budget referendum. Upon investigation, it was determined that the political committee was not involved in the creation and dissemination of said flyers, but those were in fact communications that were prepared and sent by the municipality. Accordingly, we are seeking to have the commission approve dismissal of this matter per the notice of dismissal before it.
Thank you, Attorney Borelli. Do we have a motion to that effect?
Move Pietzu.
Second, Asari.
Moving second, and all those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, any abstentions? Dismissal passes 4-0. Thank you, Attorney Borelli. Is there any other new business to come on the agenda? Director Burns?
I believe you've completed your business for today.
Beautiful. Again, welcome, Neil McCarthy. Glad to have you aboard. That being said, do we have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion to adjourn, Pietzu.
Second, Asari.
Moved and second, and all those in favor, please raise your right hand and say aye. Aye. Any opposed, any abstentions? Thank you all. We will see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.